We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We're talking about skin picking disorder today, part two. We talked about what it was last week, some of the symptoms if you think you have it. And I still have that article up if anybody wants to address that. But today I'm going to go into some articles about how to deal with it, from the mighty different things that people are saying. And Teal'c is here, but he is like, please pay attention to me all day. And it's hot. It's hot in Michigan today. 90 some degrees, which makes it 100 degrees with the real feel or whatever they call it. But yeah, he's he doesn't like the heat and he doesn't want to go outside, so I must entertain him. Okay, so I'm gonna keep him up here just for a second so you guys can see him. You went down now? Hmm? Down, down? Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna share screen. What is skin picking? Another word for skin picking is dermatillomania. And one of these sister or similar um, mental health issues is also called trichotillomania. That's the hair pulling. So let's start with, should I go right to the mighty? Let's go to the skin picking website share. This is pickingme.org. Let me go to StreamYard. Okay, this is pickingme.org. Hey, palettes, pouts, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I did see some of your recent, you did a recent review on perfume. It could have been last week. So you are awesome and you're doing so well. Thank you for coming by. And if you want to stay, you're welcome. So let's see. So we're on the we're at the website. It's called pickingme.org. That's a foundation. As far as I know, she's the first person who ever actually addressed or created a support group. So no, I don't want to remove. Oh, I gotta go here. So now when you go on the internet, you can find tons of stuff. But when there was nobody for us, she was for us. And this is her picture. This is a video. I picked my skin so badly I almost lost a leg. This is on her website, pickingme.org. It's all about the things that you can do to stop skin picking or at least to control it better. Because I don't know if you ever can stop it, but as far as controlling it, that's where I'm at now. You can always, it says email sign up. I'm already signed up. See if we can find the articles. What is skin picking disorder? And that's where it's called body focused repetitive behavior, skin picking disorder. It is in the book that tells people about psychological or tells your doctors about psychological disorders. It can affect your life. 75% affected are female. It usually begins in early adolescence, and I can attest to that. It started in early adolescence for me, and no worries, Tracy. Hey, Paranormal Gaming, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Yeah, so last week we talked a lot about because I have this. We talked a lot about me and my issues and my people were giving me recommendations on what to do and things. And I already I appreciate all the recommendations because what you did was you kicked me in the butt. I already had all the tools. I just wasn't using them. So I brought today my popper. I took a big square one and it's very cumbersome. They're about yay big. And I cut it into slices. So I got one in my bedroom, one in my living room, which I was not using. And so you guys just reminded me of what I needed to do. I am not my disease. I need to work on, controlling it. Why am I doing it? All the things. And That's great. And so I have been working my little, I'm doing it right now because if I don't, then I'm going to start, you know, it's the hands. The hands, it's like they have a little mind of their own, you know. But I appreciate all the suggestions because I knew that's what I needed to do. I wasn't doing it. And it really does. When I do it, I do feel bad. I don't know if I feel shame because I don't cover it up, but when I do it, I feel like, gosh, why did I do that? Because I know it hurts. I know it leaves scars. I know all the things. So I have been working my little bubble popper, and then I got my other fidgets, which, like, when you have too much stuff in your house, you kind of put stuff away. Does that make sense? And so I just had to get them out. I had to get them out. And I just wasn't using them. So thank you, everybody who was here last week, because that's what happened. I started to be more conscious of what I was doing because we talked about it. So I appreciate everybody that was here and everybody that's here today. So that helped a lot. Things are still itchy, but I don't just sit and look for things now because my fingers are busy. So I just wanted to say that at the beginning because if you don't stay till the end, at least you know I appreciate everything you guys said. And it's one of those things. Is it because we're human or because we're, I don't know. I'm probably a little bit still in my depression. Um, I just I It's something you have to consciously work on. And it's so easy to be unconscious and just to zone out and just to veg. You know what I mean? So I just want to thank everybody last week and we're going to move on. Everybody this week and everybody last week and we're going to move on. So we know what from watching last week's, if you watched last week's live, what it is, how it affects me, because I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I'm just a regular person. That's great too, paranormal gaming. Do you have any of the little devices? You know, I always think, oh, it's just a little, it's not, but this is helping me a lot. I don't know if it's the texture or the sound, but for some reason, even my husband will pick this up and pop the bubbles. It's the bubble popping, you know. So I hope that you're able to find something to help you to do that. And then also, I need to make an appointment with my therapist. So I am going to be doing that as soon as I get insurance, which I still do not have. So that's awesome. Hey, Zach. Bonjour. How are you today? How you doing, Mr. Zach? Miss Jamie is going to be here shortly. She did heart my post, so she'll be here once she's done with Mr. Decker. So welcome, Zach. I was just thanking everybody for last week. I'm pretty sure you were here last week, getting my butt in gear so that I start using my tools so that I stop picking my skin. And it's not 100%. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if anything's 100%, but it's helping me to be better. Oh yeah. What kind of temperatures are you having? We're 90 some degrees, but it feels like 100 right now. It's hot. And I know it's not as hot as like Houston, and I guess there's a lot of heat over in Europe too. So I know what you mean, Zach. I've got the fan on, I've got the air on. I have a nice light shirt on today. So the heat is really, really, oh man. The cats were outside. My one big guy, he's a little chubba. He came in and he's like, I don't care if you open that door. I ain't going out in that heat. Yeah, he's like, no. Oh, that's still bad. And we have high humidity too. I don't know if you've got that going on, but the high humidity, for some reason, it really drains me. You know what I mean? Like any energy you have, it like sucks it out. So I did have coffee earlier when it was cooler. I don't have coffee right now because it's too hot for coffee. I have my tea, my iced tea. So yeah, this heat wave we're going through, I think everybody's getting it right now. Everybody. We got a heat, thunderstorm, and tornado watches. Oh my gosh, that is really bad, Zach. Be safe. I know that you're with your parents. I'm sure you guys have a plan. But and sometimes too we get what you guys get because you're not that far away. You're in Ontario, right? I know that sometimes we get what you get. So I know tomorrow is going to be tonight, I think, is thunderstorms into tomorrow, and then tomorrow it's going to get, the storms aren't going to cool it off. Yeah, the storms aren't going to cool it off. It's going to get yickier tomorrow. It's going to be hot. I'm going to visit my mom tomorrow, so I'm like, I don't have any air yet. I'm putting my car in on Friday, you guys, because I have to get the air back. It's been messing with my allergies, driving with the windows down. So yeah, going to be doing that. That's important. Yes, the basement. I do not have a basement, but yes, a basement. I wish I had one. Not only for tornadoes though. I don't like having to care for down. We have Michigan basements here where they're basically dirt basements. So I'm not a fan of those. I mean, you can get a finished basement, but it's very expensive. Supposed to get to 91. Ooh, goodness. Paranormal, where are you located? I never remember you guys, so I'm sorry if it offends thou. I don't mean to, but still hot. And then when you factor in any humidity, if you're getting any humidity, paranormal gaming, it's just going to raise that and make you more miserable. So I don't want to go anywhere because my air is not working. And luckily, I don't have to because I ran around yesterday and then Monday with my husband. So today is in the house cooling day. Tomorrow I have to drive up to my mom's, but I'm going to do it in the morning when it's nice. And then I'll probably come home when it starts to cool off around like 7 when the temperature drops. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Georgia, you're right there. And I heard that Texas is just unbearable. So down south, yeah. Hello, beautiful Jamie Gerazi. Welcome. Everybody, James here. Woo, 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 Jamie. Woo, woo. Is Mr. Decker doing good today? How's Mr. Decker? I'm doing part 2 of skin picking today, but we just talked about what we covered last week. So we're going to go over some articles that talk about, things you can do, just stuff that might be helpful. We'll look at some articles. So let's do this here now. Make me bigger. So my let's see about the articles. I'm on themighty.com. That's one of my favorite mental health websites, as well as the pickingme.org. Let's see. 21 unexpected coping techniques for people with compulsive skin picking. So I'm going to just kind of go down here. Okay, here's what they do is they have you can input on the Mighty. You can send stories, you can send messages. Jaron gave us a oh my gosh, Jamie, are you doing okay? Yes, in Phoenix, there 98 degrees. My aunt lives there. It is woo-hoo. That does suck. I hope you're doing okay, Jamie. I hope you're doing okay. I'll talk to you later this week. See how you're doing. Zach is grumpy today. Zach, you are handsome. You're going to get a whack. A whack. Whack a Zach. Bad Zach. You are handsome. Or do you just want us to yell at you, Zach? You are bad. Bad. So, okay, let's go over this article. Let's check it out. I'm going to get big here. what our community has told us. So they do they just ask questions and then people give them their input, and these are just 21, I think, things that people do. Number 1, here's what our community told us. I always wear a necklace that has a charm on it or something a little heavy. Whenever I reach to pick, I divert my attention to the necklace or the charm, focusing on the texture, paired with focusing on the weight around the base of my neck. It is a way to ground you and helps calm your anxiety. Jessica H. That's a good recommendation. Acrylic nails. You can't get your finger underneath any broken skin or scratch your skin to start it off. Donna L. I agree. The with number 2, I have done that before. I have gotten the acrylic nails, my sister as well, and that does help cut down on it, which maybe that's what I need to do right now since I'm so bad. I just like when Jamie yells at me, Zach. The body aches are the worst, but I feel bad for Decker. He's not eating much and he's been running a fever. Oh no. Feel better soon, Jamie and Decker. Yes, I hope that passes you by real quick. I hope it gets through the house and out. Was he at one of his games, his like cornhole or softball? I know he does a bunch of stuff. Was that where he got it from? Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's read number 3. I found that peeling the small white skin of clementines is very satisfying. It helps me do something with my hands and makes me eat something healthy. That's good too. I don't know how realistic that is for 24/7. I sneezed. Random Zach, random. Random warning. Random warning. So I'm not sure about the clementine thing. I mean, I'm sure when you're doing it, it's good, but I don't think you can eat oranges 24/7. I taught my dog to stop me from doing it. Okay, she paws at me until I stop scratching my skin. Also, knitting keeps my hands busy with something productive. It is much better than hurting myself. That's why I did want to learn to crochet. I was talking with Zach about learning to crochet. I think that is a really good thing because the guy at work said he had allergies, but it wasn't allergies. He gave it to Jaron. Yeah, butthead. Apparently he doesn't understand what allergies are because it's not even close to the same. Not with all the chest congestion and stuff. No. But that is awesome that she taught her dog to stop her from doing that. That is awesome. I use rings on my finger. I have one that I spin and play with. I have a ring like that, but you know what? I don't use it because I have my wedding ring. Whoops, where are we at? I have my wedding ring, which I'm used to, but I don't like a lot of stuff on my hands. So once I'm done playing with it, I take it off. So when I need it, it's not there. That's what I started to do with these. I took a big square one they make and I cut it into some strips, and then I have these all over my house. Like last week we were talking about it and I wasn't using it, so I put it right next to where I sit. So I didn't put it like when you get a bunch of stuff, you know how you put it away. I put it away. So yes, Zach, I love potato chips. Okay, let's see what's next. Mine is the skin on my fingers near my nails. I found keeping them well manicured and polished helps. Okay, I believe that would work, especially when they're real pretty and you're like, looking at them and stuff. Yeah, so getting a manicure is probably a really good thing to do. Oops, let's make it bigger so you guys can read it too. All right, next one. I do regular gel manicures at home with pretty nail art. The smooth surface of the gel polish helps distract my fingers from roughness in my cuticles. Plus, my nails are pretty and I don't want to mess them up. If I have to pick, it can be at the nail polish instead of my skin. I also spend time maintaining my cuticles, and I have a cuticle tool in every room of my house. It doesn't solve it totally, but it helps. I agree. These aren't going to solve it 100%, but they are going to help. And any help you can get is one less scar you're going to create. That's what I think. I also maintain my cuticles. It doesn't solve the problem. Okay, about 80% reduction, which is huge. I hardly ever wear band-aids anymore. Morgan B. That's a really good one. I liked that one. Doing regular manicures. And I like Jamie and Crystal, the amazing people. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Decker has been a trooper through it, though. He's handled it a lot better than I thought, but he already has congestion since he was born, so it's hard to tell if his congestion is COVID or just him. That is hard. Do you guys use the nose sucker thing? That's what I used on Linnea. She had really bad congestion, but COVID is just COVID is just something else, you know? So, next, I try to interrupt the thought patterns going through my head when I want to pick most. That's really hard to do, though, you guys. I try to interrupt the thought patterns going through my head when I want to pick most. Because sometimes I know I'm doing it and I still do it. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I know I'm doing it and it just itches and it's bothering me so much, I will still do it. Let's see. So interrupting the thought patterns, I mean, that's like advanced. I try to distract myself, like with the hand tools, playing with my hair. I play with my hair all the time. Sometimes I would even realize I'm picking at my face and it's already happening. Yes, I'm right there with you. Then I'll try to stop myself and de-stress in a healthier way. I do catch myself sometimes. I do. And that's when I grab this or something like this. Hey, beautiful Tracy. Jaron had his tonsils out it too, and Decker seems to be just like him, Jaron, with everything. Yeah, because I was very phlegmy when I was a kid too. I'd get tonsillitis a lot or strep throat. And once I got them taken out, it helped a lot. A couple of years ago, I remember I had bad allergies, the worst I've ever had. Yeah. And where I'm at right now, they're pretty bad. I don't work in a really bad environment anymore, which contributed to my allergies. But I am 53, so I can tell when I have allergies and when I have a cold and so on. Most of the time, I'm not going to say 100% because I'm not a genius of any type. So mostly, yeah, most of the time I can tell, not always. But COVID to me sounds like bronchitis and the flu stuck together. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm 28 and still have my tonsils. Huh. They must be fine then, Zach. They must be fine. Right? Okay. I tell myself I'm a badass MFer, and badasses do badass stuff like color or self-care instead. That's a funny one. I like that one, Sarah. I try to find something to fidget with: a pencil, a pen, paper. The most common thing that distracts me is the pop socket on my phone. Perfect thing to fidget with. Really? I don't have a pop socket, but I've thought about it. I'll try every technique I hear about. I keep fidget things in my school bag. Always. I have a fidget cube, an edamame keychain, a worry stone, lotion, cuticle cream, etc. When it gets really bad, I just have to cover fingers with Band-Aids. Yes. And I think that is still awesome that you're trying as many techniques as you can, because again, it's not always something conscious you do. Sometimes it can be, but not always. And so you don't always notice. Like, I've been playing with this the whole time, because if I stop, I think I'm going to start scratching my arms. Just because we're talking about it, maybe, I'm not sure. Art, but I never thought of it this way until I became aware of the fact I pick my skin. But art keeps my hands busy, focuses on tiny details. It focuses taking away from imperfections in my skin. Oh, let's see what she drew. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Miss Tiffany, if she was here. Miss Tiffany's not here today. I think she's still on vacation. Have you guys seen her awesome Instagram pictures? But she is a wolf lady. She is a wolf lady. She's having, it looks like a wonderful time on her vacation. I just remember it makes me tired, stopped up nose and getting that phlegm up. Yes, paranormal gaming, because allergies, that sinus drainage that comes from allergies, that can give you bronchitis. Yesterday was an okay day. It was my brother's birthday who passed away, but we still celebrated. I went out for supper and had cupcakes. That's good, Zach. Did you with your family? Did you spend the time with your family? I think that that's awesome. And also I think it's good to remember him. You even if you get sad when you remember him because he was such a positive influence in your life. From what we've talked about, Zach, I think it's awesome that your family remembers him. I really do. Okay, dokie. What time we got? We got 1:56. It's almost 2. It's almost 2 o'clock. There are 3 of us here. So I'm going to do a YouTube thing. Don't forget to like me. Please hit the like button. I notice that I have more people in the live than I have likes sometimes. So I want to remind everybody to hit the like button. I remember getting the meds, and oh my gosh, they helped a lot. Oh, for allergies, yes. I take allergy meds, paranormal. I still too much pollen irritates me. So I do take allergy meds. I have the Flonase, the nose spray for the stuffed up nose. I do really like that, especially now that it's available over the counter. I was just going to say that, LOL. Yep, spent time with my family. I crocheted some, did a load of laundry. I can't hear you. Uh-oh. I was what was I doing? I was descaling the coffee pot, and now there's a big mess in the kitchen. I'm sorry, I thought it was done. That was my husband. Thank you, Jamie. And they do help a lot when you get the right meds for anything, allergies, mental health, diabetes, all the things. So I agree. I agree. Let's go back and see where we're at. Let's see. I cut my nails short enough to where they're hard for me to pick and scratch. I also find things to fidget with and distract myself from the impulse to pick. Wearing makeup also helps with not picking because I get worried about messing up my makeup to even think about picking. You know, I wonder about that. Even if I cut my nails short, they grow so fast, I would have to cut them almost every day. So that for me doesn't work, but wearing makeup might because I don't think sometimes after I'm done with the live or something where we put makeup on, I do touch my face a lot. So I don't know, but that's a good recommendation. Get out of the house. I used to shame myself so badly for picking that I was suicidal more days than not. I was always too scared to go anywhere after I picked because I didn't want people to know I did that to myself. My counselor just straight up asked one day, how would they even know? It hit me that everyone has their own things on their minds and probably wouldn't even notice my face was red or irritated, especially if I put makeup on. So now I beat the shame and force myself to leave the house if I have picked. That's good. That's very good. Getting out, I think, and especially if it's in the sun and stuff. My therapist suggested I get a tiny piece of silly putty and play with that. I sort of roll it over the area of my thumb that I normally pick and squish and pick at the silly putty. I thought it would never work, but it works very well for me. That's a great suggestion, too. I have found watching pimple popping videos on YouTube stops any compulsion I may have. It's weird, I know, but there's a huge population who watches them. My skin has never looked or felt better, and I'm middle aged. Denise Z. Let's talk about those pimple popping videos for a second. Um, I was please okay. House Panthers. Hey Patrick. I wanted to tell you, Patrick, I'm gonna run your videos So if you see a lot of likes and a lot of comments, probably not so much comments, I am not stalking you. I am running you because I haven't been to any lives recently. So I'm glad you came so I could tell you that. Not stalking you, I'm just running your videos. Zach said, "Be right back. I'm hungry." And Teal'c was here at the beginning. You missed him. He for some reason he likes my hair up. He was like licking my hair. I am sweaty. I don't know if that's why, but you're welcome, Patrick. You are absolutely welcome, sir. So the pimple popping videos. This woman says that it helps her to not pick. I cannot watch those videos, you guys. Can you? I can't watch them. They gross me out to the nth. I just can't. They gross me out so much. And that Dr. Pimple Popper, I know people love her, and I'm sure she's a wonderful person. I can't watch it. Ooh, it gives me the ooze, the ugh. Is that what helps her stop picking? How gross it is? So this has nothing to do with the live. The post office is messing with the package I just ordered. Oh. What's going on, Miss Jamie? So I cannot watch the pimple popper videos. I can't do it. It grosses me out. Any suggestions? Any suggestions? Okay, let's go down to 16 or 17. Gel manicures, mindfulness practice, yoga, coloring, and connecting with others. The TLC Foundation for BFRBs has tons of resources, and people have helped support me with this challenge too. Yes. Now, I've heard of the TLC Foundation. Just recently, a therapist suggested to me, instead of saying, "I'm not going to pick all day," that I used to say to myself, and then end up picking and feeling bad about it, that I give myself 3 chances to pick so I have little less pressure and more wiggle room. Then I slowly decrease the number of chances. My mom added to the idea that I get 25 cents for each leftover chance I have at the end of the month. I get to go shopping. So far, I'm picking a lot less. Well, that is wonderful, Katie, that your mother supports you. That is awesome. That's number 18. Let's go back and see our comments. Earwax removal is fun as well. I have oily ear. I don't get earwax. I have oily earwax. So I use a napkin to get the oil out of my ears. Let's see. I love Dr. Pimple Popper. Some of my pimples are massive. I can't do it, Pat. I can't do it. I love all the gross videos. Jamie does too. Those pimples look, oh, I know they look like cream cheese. They look gross. Ugh, ugh. You're grossing me out a little bit, Patrick. Stop it. Yeah. I know some people really enjoy doing that. I don't. I don't get on my husband and pop his pimple. I don't. My own pimples gross me out. So yeah. Dr. Pimple Popper isn't bad on the eyes either. I know she is pretty, isn't she? Yeah. I still cannot watch her, especially when people come in with those big, huge, ugh. It's no. I know, but I know you've told me that before, Jamie. I knew you were a pimple popper watcher video person, but I just I know it's very gratifying to quite a few people. That's why they're popular. I because even if I have like a whitehead or something on my face, I that's one of the things I do. I right away scratch it off. I can't. I don't know why it grosses me out, but it does. Only thing missing is big. Oh, Patrick. No. No. Is it because it looks like food? I don't know. It's I can't do it. And you would think that because it's so gross, I would not do it to myself, but it's like in my brain is compartmentalized. Those things are different than what I do. No, yeah, cannot do the pimple popper. Okay, I have a bad habit of tearing and biting the skin around my nails, and I do that too. I'm much better at not doing that now, because it hurts so bad. I sit with my hands or hold something and my fingers are busy. Yup, I ask my boyfriend to keep an eye out, and if he notices me doing it, to take my hand. That's what I have given permission to certain family members to tell me, Crystal, you got to quit doing that. Let's see. If I ever visit Jamie, we will watch Dr. Pimple Popper together. You can, Zach, because I'm not watching it. I'm not. Who ordered the cream cheese and lox with fresh? Ew. Okay. Ooh. The fan is getting to me a little bit. Let me have a drink. Okie dokie. There's just a little after 2. If there's anything you guys want to talk about besides the skin picking, just pop it down in the comments and we will chat. No, we would not watch it, Zach. We would watch movies, because you never watch movies. We would watch movies that you've never seen before. Because my husband has tons of DVDs. We would watch all the Marvels. All right, let's make it bigger. And then we're going to see, what are we on next? Okay, the biting of the skin around the nails. I have done that before with hangnails, and man, does it hurt. I wear some elastic bands on my wrist or arms, or tight hair ties to snap against my wrists. Now, I've seen that. I've never tried that because I don't know. I wear if I put a ponytail around my wrist, I usually forget about it. I took up sculpting. It stops the urge to pick and scratch and helps relieve some anxiety too. Well, that is interesting. And then right here, if your loved one is affected by body focused repetitive behaviors, you can find resources at the TLC Foundation for Body Focused Repetitive Behaviors, and also at pickingme.org. Okay, and these are comments. Those are just comments on the article. I'm going to go back to the stories. Where's the search? Search, explore. Here we go. Come on now. Let's go back to StreamYard. Okay. Okay. Did you say pop, like in popping the pimples? I don't know. It's so gross. Now, why is it not letting me explore? Oh, maybe I'm not all the way to the top. Okay, here we go. Let's see. 21 coping techniques. 15 people answer what it's really like to live with BF. Let's do that one next, because that sounds interesting. Okie doke. I want to watch Home Alone. That would be cool. Note that house panthers have no pimples. That Patrick, is why I love house panthers. They do not have pimples. No. They have soft fur. And when they're in my lap and I pet them, that keeps me from picking too. So house panthers are good for that. Note, if I visit Crystal, I'm coming in the spring or fall. The fall, Zach, it's beautiful in the fall in Michigan. Come in the fall. The spring is kind of muddy. I mean, the flowers are pretty coming in, but the fall is the best in Michigan. It really is. Let's see. Let me go back to the article. Here we go. 15 people, this is probably a survey they did, answer what it's really like to live with body focused repetitive disorder, which is dermatillomania, or skin picking as we know it, because we've been talking about it. Okay. Winter would be too cold. Summer is too hot. I agree. 90 degrees. How hot is it where you're at? Patrick, I've gotten 90 some degrees with a real feel of 100 right now. So 96 maybe with a real feel of 100. It's hot. And the Panthers do not, it's so hot, they do not want to go outside. They're like, yeah, that's hot. And I know Paladin doesn't go outside, but yeah. Okay. If you BFRB. If you struggle with body focused repetitive behavior, the following post could potentially trigger you. You can find resources at the TLC Foundation for Body Focused Repetitive Disorders and the Canadian BFRB Support Network. Recently, they asked followers what it feels like to live with body focused repetitive behavior. When receive the answers from people who live with dermatillomania, skin picking disorder, or here it is, trichotillomania, hair pulling disorder, who candidly share what it means for them to live with these disorders every day. Continue reading. Here's what they had to say. Now, this isn't the same as what to do to prevent it. This is how people feel that live with it. We are in the 90s with, yeah, the storms are a coming. I hope it's not tornado storms. Zach said they have like tornado watches and stuff. I love it all. Ingrown hairs. I even watched where the kid had hundreds of Jamie worms. Oh God. No, stop the talk about the things coming out of the skins. Stop, please. It's just so gross. I mean, I'm having the creepy crawlies right now. Especially the worms. No. And I don't want to see a spider or anything that bit you having babies out your face. I don't want to see none of it. Okay. Back to the article, everybody. Okay, I often question whether I have a real problem or not. It's not a very well-known disorder, and that is true. Like I said, I was a teenager. I didn't think it was always just quit doing it. It wasn't like this is a disorder and we need to address it with therapy and meds or whatever. I prefer therapy because my meds are pretty good right now. My anxiety meds and everything are really good. Just right now with being off work and having all the things that have been going on in the last year, no insurance. I am heightened. My anxiety is heightened. But my meds work really good. So what I need to do is therapy. And I'm thinking about trying Better Health because I don't have insurance. I'm not sure what that costs, so I'm going to check that out. But a therapy or appointment where my husband goes is $125. And he is bipolar 1, so he needs it a lot more than I do. He really does. So let's see. I'm trying to have a snack, right, Zach? Jeep disease is wicked. That is when your body hair grows back into your body. Oh, ingrown hairs. Yeah, I know someone who has this issue. I got to quit telling you my family and my friends. And yes, they get infected and all kinds of stuff. So I've never actually seen that. I've heard about how painful it is, though, and they make special tweezers and things for those. Watch. Oh, is that the YouTube video? I'm not going there. That's the YouTube video. Oh, I need to blow my nose real quick, everybody. Let's go. I wish I could show you guys Teal'c. He's in a little cubby hole over here. He's so cute. For educational purposes. Yeah, right. No. No educational purposes. All right, let's go on to the next one. Let's see. It feels like I am in an abusive relationship with my disorder. It manipulates and controls me by convincing me it knows what it's best. It makes promises it cannot keep. That is a very interesting take on almost anything, any type of disorder. Um, because it's in our brains, it's in our heads, it's things that happen, um, and how we handle them. So I can see that perspective. I can see that perspective. But what I want to do is get out of that abusive relationship. This is just different people's feelings about what it's like to have skin picking disorder. Feels like never being happy with yourself or comfortable in your own skin. Life with the BFRB is very frustrating, embarrassing, and stressful. You want to stop the behavior and you work hard to keep from doing it, but it's like your brain is programmed to keep doing it. It can't it can be very exhausting, especially when it keeps you awake at night and disturbs your sleep. Like if I wake up and I'm itchy, I will scratch the crap out of that. Jamie made me burp. Okie doke. Random Zach. What about picked? What about PICT? I don't know. What about picked? Is that pictures? I don't want to see pictures. I think the pictures wouldn't bug me as bad as the actual videos, though. I mean, I've seen pictures of, like, the things people do pop, but it's the act of actually doing it that grosses me out. So maybe looking at some pictures would deter me. We'll have to see. Hey, Frugal Mama, how are you doing today? We're just last week we covered what skin picking disorder is, and this week we're going over some articles about how to cope. The one I'm looking at now is about how people feel who have the skin picking disorder. What this is when people swallow all sorts of stuff. No. James said, always my fault. We're glad you're doing well, Frugal Mama. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We're talking. No, Patrick, we are not. No. Hey, Wicked Awesome. How are you doing today? I missed you Monday. I'm going to rewatch or run your videos. So I'm running Patrick tonight. So let's see. Oh, okay. So we're talking about how people who have skin picking disorder feel. This article is from the Mighty, and what they do is they'll put a question out, like they'll send you an email. This is the question, and if you want to answer it, we're talking about skin picking disorder. And last week we did what is skin picking disorder, and this week we're going over some articles. Like we just went over things you can do, people's suggestions of things you can do to help you stop or not pick as much. And then this article that we're on right now is about how people with these disorders feel. And we're also, in this article is also speaking to people who have trichotillomania, which is hair pulling disorder. So, Zach, welcome. So what we're talking about now is how people who have this disorder feel about the disorder. Sometimes they encourage as well drawings, or they have articles sometimes that are tattoos that people get that talk about their any of their disorders. The Mighty covers a lot, but this article is about skin picking and hair pulling. So I feel no one ever sees me. Either they see the missing hair or they see me in a wig, never who I really am. I feel like I walk around without anyone understanding or seeing me as I really am because of this disorder. This disorder is very serious. and can be detrimental to people in general. I have it to the extent that I scar myself, but I don't feel I don't do it to hurt myself intentionally. It's an irritation for me. It's something that I want to remove from my body. But I have not been to the point where some people get to the point where they feel um, warning, trigger warning, suicidal, because the picking just makes them feel so ashamed. So it's not something to joke about. It's not something to tease people about. If you see it, don't address it. If the person is comfortable enough with you, they may ask you, like I ask my husband and my family, if I'm doing it, please make me aware. Because sometimes I'm doing it and they notice I'm doing it, but I don't even know I'm doing it. And so I had to make them understand that this is not something that I choose to do on a daily basis. This is something that happens. So, Patrick, Patrick, you would have to go back in the chat to see what he's talking about. He's talking about gross pimple popper stuff. Yucca, yuck, yuck. I'm not a fan of the Dr. Pimple Popper or the videos online where they pop things. It grosses me out like heebie-jeebie, like ew, yucca. Can't watch it. And one of the people in one of the articles said that that helps them to not pick. That's how we got there. So just so you know. All right. Number 6, it feels like not even letting your close friends see you until you've put cover up on. It feels like masking pain. It feels like I'm ruining my body. It feels lonely. See, these are how actual people feel who have these disorders. So I would recommend, if you know someone who has it, or if you have a child or someone, there was a good recommendation earlier about giving themselves permission to pick and not making it such a shameful, like bad thing for people. And so if you see someone, just, I wouldn't address it. I would just ask them how they're doing, unless they've given you permission to address it with them. So when people say, why are you doing that? And you haven't given them any type of permission, it just makes you feel small. It does make you feel shameful. And I'm at the age where now I would just say, I would tell them, I pick at my skin because I have severe anxiety, and I need more support than I need you asking me questions about my issues. I need your support. So please don't embarrass me. Because that's what happens. If you call someone out like that, you're just going to embarrass them, and they're just going to shrink. They're not going to share with you. They're just going to pull themselves deeper and deeper and deeper. So, again, I want to stress the importance. A lot of people are like, oh, just stop doing it. It's not that easy. And as you can see, the way that some people feel, it is detrimental to their health and their wellness. Okay. Number 7. I sit in front of a mirror with tears streaming down my face, telling myself not to do this again, but knowing until I'm a bloody mess, literally and figuratively, I can't pull myself away. I understand that. I really, really do. It feels like the ultimate loss of control over my own body, how it feels, how it looks, what it does to itself. If I can't control these things, what can I control? It feels like helplessness, hopelessness, and unworthiness, all tied together into something others tell me I can just stop doing. We just talked a little bit about something like that. It feels like constantly living under a mask. You feel like you can't really show who you are. You'll wear whatever clothes, cake on whatever makeup, put on multiple Band-Aids to cover up all the wounds you dig into. It feels like you have to conceal yourself constantly. One thing that I don't know if I've mentioned is, the little Zit stickers, those Zit sticker things. If you find yourself picking at a spot and you're like, I need to stop, on your face or wherever, if you put those on, what it does for me is when my hand goes here, I feel the patch, and it wakes me, it like brings me back into the present, and it helps me to stop. So if anyone has a lot of trouble and you can use one of those little clear stickers on whatever. Oh, how come I can't do the @ tag? I do not know. Let's see. Get my phone, because that doesn't make sense to me either. Because usually in any kind of chat, you can do the @ Are you on a phone or on a computer? Let's see. Let me go to my YouTubes. Your channel. Part 2. YouTube. Turn it down. Let's see. Do you think it is because you're not a moderator yet? I'm going to make you a moderator and then see if you can @ somebody, okay? You are now a moderator to my channel. See if you can @ because if you're a moderator as well, you can drop your links. And right now is the time. If anybody wants to drop a link, please feel free. I think most of us here are already at each other, or subscribing to each other and following each other. But if you want to, go ahead. Maybe it's a moderator thing. Phone. Okay, I made you a moderator. See if you can @ anybody now. Okay, I'm going to go on to I'm going to read a couple and then I'll come back. Okay. I don't have hobbies. My skin is my hobby. Constantly reading, researching, and trying to figure out why I do this. How can I stop, and what is wrong to make me want to pick and pick and pick? I don't know. I guess if it's helping you, that's a good thing. It's like wearing an outfit you think is ugly and uncomfortable every single day and having to pretend you like it. It's the feeling of needing to justify or explain your appearance every time someone looks at you for more than a second. It's immobilized by fear of rejection, judgment. Oh, wait. It's seeing a wonderful life for yourself without your disorder, but being too immobilized by fear or rejection, judgment, failure, and loss of control to pursue the things that would help you get there. It's a monster that shows its ugliness at the worst moments, and no matter how hard I try, I can't tame it, Joanna says. We only have a few more, but T-storms are here. Okay, Patrick, have a great day. Have a great day. So it's still not working? I'm not sure. If your phone had an update recently, you may need to shut it off all the way and turn it back on. And Patrick, be safe. Be safe. So those storms are coming my way too. We're at 2:30. It might cut us off. If it does, if I lose my internet, let's see. Oh, last week I had everybody drop comments in the video after we did the live, and I am going to do that drawing in this live. Awesome, wicked awesome lifestyles. Thank you so much. Wellness with Frugal Mama. She is awesome. She is so cool. You're gonna love her. Sometime on a phone it won't work. Okay. I have an iPhone, and I always comment on lives with my iPhone, and I don't usually have a problem, but there was a recent update. So my phone will act weird, and I'll go, oh, they did an update. I'll have to shut it all the way off and then turn it all the way on. That's awesome, Frugal Mama. Isn't that awesome? I love when we connect like this, you guys. This is the best. Larry the Lime. What? Zach, are you being random? You got to put random warning. So, okay, let's read the last 3 in case I get lost here, and then we'll do the drawing for last week. If you guys want to go to last week's video, and you just enter me in the comment And it's just a bracelet and some stickers. So we were at 13. Yeah. Living with a BFRB can feel isolating, embarrassing, and stressful. And it is true. It is so true. That's why I've given people permission. I want people to know what's going on with me. I don't want to have to explain myself. I want them to know what's happening so that they can support me and help me, not embarrass me or hurt me or the things. And the people who don't know you and do embarrass you or try to hurt you, they are not, they're not worth your time. They don't know me and they want to be mean. I don't want to be around them. So like people at work, maybe stuff like that. Okay, especially if you're not in contact with others who have BFRBs. Community support and connection are key to helping reduce the shame surrounding those little known mental health afflictions. That is so true. And that's where I like to put up the pickingme.org. Pickingme.org. She is awesome. She has an awesome story. She does, just like the Mighty, she does questions and articles and things like that. So I highly recommend pickingme.org. For me now, it feels to live with BFRBs. Oh, for me, how it feels to live with BFRBs changes often. Sometimes it feels devastating, lonely, and hopeless. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing wrong. Other times it's somewhere in the middle of that spectrum. True, true. I try my best to not to get out of the hopelessness and the loneliness. And my Wednesdays, my mental health Wednesdays are a great help for me. I can't tell you how much it helps. It's just it's a lifeline for me. Okay, number 15, this is the last one. Now it feels totally normal. I've made peace with the fact that I want to pull out my own hair all the time and am completely unapologetic about it. I think that's a good step because once you've made peace with it, it's no longer your enemy, your shame, the evil. And it says, we want to hear your story, become a mighty contributor here. So that's what they do. They have it's a huge community and they love to share. Random alert. Thank you, Zach. uh, yeah, give that a chance later. The cherry. Thank you for the random alert, Zach. It helps a lot. Okay, so now how would I do? Let's see. I think what I need to do is go over here and do my YouTube random comment picker. And then I need to go here and do my YouTube and find that video. That was just last week. Skin picking disorder part 1. Let's go to my channel. All right. Videos. Okay, here we go. Skin picking disorder part 1. I've got the volume down. How did I do that? Let's see. Share. I want share. And I want to do Control C for copy or Command C. Control C for copy. Okay. Link copy to clipboard. All right. Now we'll go to StreamYard. We're going to take this one off. I'm going to put my comment picker random. YouTube random comment picker. Let's go down here. We're going to put, that is going to be Control V or Command V. Is that the right one? How will we know? How will we know? Okay, so the word is enter me. So we're just going to put enter. ENTER. You got to do this little math equation, which I don't understand why, but get comments. Only 5 comments, so you guys have a huge chance to win. We're going to start. So let me see what we got going on up here. Please enter me, Ginny Reisinger. All right. She was here last week. She was new. She was a new lady coming in and helping us out. I know you guys probably didn't see all that. Random alert. Okay. So I will just show you the screen, share screen. Let's see. Stop screen. Okay, now I want to share screen with the random YouTube random comment picker. Okay, so you guys can see Ginny Reisinger won. I'm going to comment back to her, and hopefully she will get back to me because I'm going to give her a little wellness kit. StreamYard. A little wellness kit for Ginny. Yeah, and she was so chatty with us, and we had a really good time talking to her. So I will get in touch with her if I can. And if not, we'll do one for this video next week. So the whole thing about it was to put the comment in the comments after the live, not the live comments, but the comments after the live. So if you do want to be entered in the next giveaway, please, on this live video, once we're done, go in the regular comments and put enter me. And if she doesn't contact me, we will do another drawing next week. Okay, it's 2:37. I'm going to have to go back and watch them both. I definitely have it. You know, it's really common. It's really common for a lot of people. And sometimes it's just, a little here and there. But what happened to me was it's just a little here and there. And then I think it was after my dad passed away is when I noticed it. And I was in a really bad job. I mean, I was picking normally it was just little here and there, like I said, but I started creating scars. This was several years ago. I'm not sure. I want to say, I know it's bad, you guys. I don't remember when he passed away, but it's been quite a few years. So let's say 2016, maybe, I started creating large scars on my face, which is very, very unusual for me. I'm very vain about the face. So that's the first place I make sure I don't pick. Because I have in the past and it's been very, very bad. Huge scars. They're so big. People see them. And I was just not good. And nobody was like, is anything going on with you? Do you need help? There was none of that. I was just stressed. And so it's much more common than you think. But when it gets out of control, that's when it becomes the disorder. When you have scars, when you have I just got over poison ivy. So I'm doing my best not to touch. And dry skin when you're older. Which one? This one's the worst. If you can see that, those are scars. I have freckles and red skin, but most of those are scars. And it's from that time, like I said, after my dad passed away. Right around here, I have scarring from that too. But and I was still, I guess I wasn't, I don't know. I don't know how it got so bad. I just know that I don't want it to get like that ever again. And that I am doing as much as I can. I love these popper things, you guys. These are awesome. And I know you can get the keychain, the keychains on Shop Miss A for like $1. So I might buy a bunch of these and put them in my kits as well, my wellness kits. You get a little wristband that helps with awareness, and then you get a bunch of different stickers. So, yeah, I think I might check Miss A out for that because I really think these are awesome. And I do have one on my keychain that's just a little guy like that I use. And then of course my little granddaughter, she sees that and she's like wants to play with it, and I'm like, you can't have my keys. So um maybe I'll have to get a bigger one that I can remove from the keychain and let her play with while I'm over there visiting. So because I'm going to forget it. Once I take it off the keychain, I'm going to forget it. That's just me. So, okay. So we have 20 minutes. We just did a drawing. And so we got 20 minutes left. So let's see. What would you guys like to talk about next week? I am at a loss. I've covered anxiety, depression, the skin picking, the bullying we've covered. That was a big, big thing. I'm sure I have other issues that we can talk about, but I'm like, I don't want to go back over the same stuff again right away anyway. Let's wait for a little bit. I was thinking that since it's summer, maybe I should take next week off again because we have stuff to do, I mean, it's summertime. We're having fun, we're hanging out. How would you feel like for this month if we just kind of I'm not sure how many weekends are left in June, because my good friend Patrick, who had to leave, he's taking August off. And I thought, you know what, maybe I should, since we're not having like really high views or anything right now, maybe this would be a good time to take off a few weeks of the skin or of the mental health wellness. And then of course, if something happens, I'm going to be back on. So trust issues is a good one. Thank you so much. That's a good one because I definitely have trust issues. So I'm going to put that in my repertoire here. I'm trying to get more organized too. So because it looks like I'm not going to be able to go back to work. Not sure yet, but my knee is still not 100%. And actually, I tried to kneel on it about maybe last Friday, and it's still swollen today. So I still have quite a ways to go. I still do. Yeah, I tried to kneel on it just to see, and then of course it hurt, and then it was swollen, and it's I use the cold therapy at night to try to get it to come down. It's taking its time. It's taking its time. And I don't know if that has anything to do with my diabetes or not, but so we'll definitely be checking out the trust issues. If you guys have any other recommendations, budgeting, which helps anxiety issues. I agree. I keep trying to get my husband to do a budget. I think that would help me a lot if we just would do it. But I don't want to be like, I can be that person that just takes it on and does it all. Then I get resentful towards him because I feel like I'm doing all the things. So he has to be involved, because if he's not involved, and then it'll just cause a fight. So I have to get him involved, and then that helps. Hey, Bootsy, how are you doing? I'm working and ran into the Family Dollar to grab my second snack. Yeah, I saw you had a live and want to support and give thumbs up. Off to my next visit. You are hard working, Bootsy. Thank you for coming in. We're so glad you're here. And enjoy that snack, because when I get done here, I'm about to have one too. Planning, that's what I think. Planning will get me better to my YouTube. I want to plan, but I don't want to overwhelm myself, because right now I'm in the space that it seems like I'm overwhelmed with just the slightest. So that's definitely something that I think we need to look into. And thank you about my knee. They're getting better slowly. But yeah, I kneeled down the other day just to test it, and I'm still swollen from that Friday. Let's see, budget and planning. And I want to work on the planning. Maybe we'll have a whole maybe 2 about how to plan. And I can get examples from you guys on things that maybe I'm doing wrong or that can help me. I like that. I like that. Budgeting for anxiety and planning. That's great. Um, let's see. What else? What else can we talk about? My friends, how about the heat? How's the heat in Boston? Wicked awesome. How's the heat there? And Bootsy, how's the heat where you're at? I realized yesterday that if I put things in a planner, maybe I won't stay up at night thinking about all the things I forget to do or need to do. Yeah, I do that too. I try to make lists to avoid that. Yeah, I found myself not being able to go back to sleep the other night, and that's what it is when you wake up in the middle of the night, like what 3 o'clock in the morning, and your brain's like, "Hello, what you need to do, what you didn't do, what are you gonna do?" All the things in the middle of the night, can't get back to sleep. So I'm with you. I think planning is gonna help. I'm not really good at it, and I know there's planner channels, but you guys also know I can't. If I'm not interested, I can't pay attention. So I haven't found the right one. If you guys, 93 and hotter than hell. Yep. I think we're at 96 and the humidity has got to be like 89%. It's ridiculous here. It's ridiculous. But I think that that's a good way to go is in the planning to help us to become less anxious, because I do love to plan things like vacations and like going somewhere and that kind of the fun stuff, planning the everyday, the YouTube videos, the editing, planning those things. Not so much. Not so much. I do get distracted really easy. And yeah. So, and I know I'm not the only one. So I think that if we did it on a live, that it would be very helpful to me. I think that would be an awesome thing to do. So yeah. And Patrick was on here. He lives just, I want to say maybe 40 minutes from me. And he's got the storm coming in Michigan with him. And it's coming my way. I'm hoping that we don't get any tornadoes though, because it's that time of year. And then tomorrow, with the wonderful storm, there will be no cooling of the temperatures. It's going to get worse. And I'm driving up to my mom's tomorrow, and I don't have any air, so I'm going like at 8 o'clock in the morning so I can avoid the heat, and I'll stay all day until the sun starts to go down and come home. So it's so and so today. I need to call the credit card company. I forgot to email this one, etc. All that runs through my head when I'm trying to go to. Yes. I just sent out 2 giveaways. I've done another one. I just haven't posted it yet. And then I've been trying to just do one so I can concentrate on one at a time, you know? So I'll be contacting our friend Ginny. And yeah, if I do too many giveaways, like we were doing collabs back to back, if I do too many, I just shut down. Like if there's too much stuff for me to do, sometimes I just shut right down. Unless I make the list, unless I have the plan. So I think that's a great thing that we can work on. I really do. I appreciate that too. Wicked awesome. I appreciate that. Yep. And if I don't, and even if I make a list, I don't always finish the list. Not always. So, let's see. We got 10 more minutes. I see we got 3 people still here. Let's see. So, we're going to look into that organizing. I did get now. I'm not doing the planning, but I have to tell you, is there anybody here? I love buying planners. I love to buy them and think, oh, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. You know, my planners, I do use them, but like I'll use them for a month or two, and then there'll be 2 or 3 months with nothing in there. And then I'll be like, oh, I need to start planning again. Anybody else like that? Anybody? Yeah, just I love to buy them with a pretty outside, and I love the ones where you can add things. I'm glad I finally made a live with y'all. I'm so glad too. I'm so glad too. I'm pretty sure Miss Jamie is still here. Oh, she watches Decker. That's why she doesn't always come on. And they got the COVID. I hope she's okay. If you're still here, Jamie, pop in and let us know. Yeah, I'm so glad you were able to come too. Now I'm talking to you as both Erica and Sherry. Is that how you want to be addressed? Wicked Awesome. That's how I think in my mind that you're both talking to me when I see your Wicked Awesome lifestyles. So yeah, we're going to do that. And I said something about missing some, but now that I have the idea, I'm going to just do it. You need a planner, Zach? I should send you one. If it didn't cost $50 to send you one, I would. But I love to buy, those ones where you can like put pages in and put in like different, just different. I love the stickers. I love the, making your planner different, special for you. Just, okay, Erica, just Erica. So I do the same thing. I love planning parties and all kinds of stuff. It helps me with my anxiety. Yes, I love the fun stuff. It's the fun stuff is fun, right? But the planning, the daily, do this, do that is not so much fun. Not so much fun. So, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, the ones that you can like put in little envelopes, or you can put in little zippy bags, or you can put in little card holders, and all the accessories. Love the accessories. Love them. So I'm gonna buy a planner someday. Zach, buy one this week, so next week we can talk about it and work through it. Zach, I'm building your box. Maybe you'll get one in there. Oh, that's so sweet. You might be getting a planner, Zach. I remember when I sent him the face paint, which we have not done yet, Zach. I sent Zach the face paint. I think it was $30 to send that package to Canada. Not that I wouldn't send you something again, but I think I would make sure that it had a lot of stuff in it, like Erica. I would make sure that it was a nice big box so that I could get you everything I wanted to get you, Yes, the planners you have to build give me anxiety too. I know. I know. So, yes. So, next week, I think we're going to talk about budgeting or planning for anxiety. Oh, I also had one too. Retail therapy and its downfalls. I haven't done that one yet either. I know you still have them. I know. We still need to do a face painting. We stopped our Thursdays, me and Jamie, but we still, I think we're going to still face paint on like slumber parties and stuff. But we can always do a random live with you, Zach, and just face paint. Because I want to learn to crochet. Don't forget, I want to learn to crochet. I want to say it's 2:54, so we've got 6 more minutes. And so one of the ideas like I had was retail therapy and its downfalls. That was one. And then another one is self-criticism, which I think we did. I'm not positive because we talked about the bullies. I don't remember if we talked about self-criticism. I can check my videos to see. Erica, you're awesome. Yes, you are, Erica. We love you. And I can't wait for your next trip because I am coming. I am absolutely coming next time. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing? We're just wrapping up. We got like 5 minutes if there's anything special that you want to chat about. So I don't know what you guys thought about those. Retail therapy and its downfalls, which I have been through, and self-criticism, which I'm horrible. I do it all the time. Um, Erica keeps adding to my box every time I talk to her. She's adding something. Erica is awesome AF, Brandy said. That's so sweet, Zach. I think it probably would be cheaper to send a big box instead of sending separate little boxes. Because I was amazed at how much it did cost. So we love to share the love here. The downfalls of retail therapy and empty bank account, right? Blowing through a lot of money, which I have done. I would be much richer if I had not had a lot of retail therapy. I would. Crystal, you are more than welcome to come. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. Especially when I saw the live from when you guys were hanging out and stuff. It was so cool. It was so cool. I had much FOMO. I have a friend mail birthday giveaway going on. Oh, you know what, Brainy? I'm going to head over to your channel too. I'm doing Patrick's tonight. I think I'm going to run just what videos I haven't watched. It's just a few I haven't seen of yours. And I'll run those tomorrow after I'm done with Patrick's. Because I told him, I'm not stalking you because I'm going to heart randomly and probably comment randomly. I'm not stalking you. I'm just running your videos. So I wanted him to know because I've never run his videos before. So yeah, I'll get over there and check out your friend mail birthday giveaway. I will. I've been really bad lately. You know, summer, tell me guys, have you guys been feeling like you just, I don't know, just it's summertime, like you want to just be outside, even though it's miserable hot. I'm not out today, but when it's nice out, I like to go outside. I'm a 70s, 80s, partly cloudy. I love that kind of weather. I have the 27th of August off. Was going to go to a friend's wedding, but changed my mind. How come, Zach? Weddings are fun. August 27th, I don't know what the temperature would be. If it's an outside wedding and it's hot, I totally get that. But if not, if you're free, why don't you go? Triple digits every day here for 3 or more weeks. Yuck, Brandy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're at, it feels like 100 because of the humidity, but I think it's 96 degrees out. I'll check it out, Brandy. Zach, go to the wedding. Yes, thank you, Erica. Tell him, go to the wedding. It'll be fun. You have a friend you can take. You have a friend you can take. Dress up, you know, kind of casual, nice, you know, and just enjoy yourself. I don't get like too, you know, all done up because I want to be comfortable. But you still want to look nice. You still want to look nice. No rain in sight. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have a storm coming tonight, but it's not going to help any. It's going to increase the temperature is going to go higher and we're going to get more humidity for the next 2 days. Yeah. I wish that the rain would cool it off, but it's not. It's just getting worse. Oh, okay. So it is 3:00. We're going to wrap it up. And I just want to thank everybody for coming today. everybody who's been here, who's new here, everybody who's watching the replay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. You feel like you live in the desert. Yeah, sounds like you do, Brandy. It's Oklahoma though, right? It's not the desert. So thank you everybody. Yeah, as I sit here and pick my skin. Okay, Erica, I'm gonna tell you, get a fidget, get some kind of a fidget. This is what I do. And I have to keep it on me because if I don't, it just gets I just forget about it. So I have them around the house. So anyways, love all of you too. Thank you for stopping in. And I will see you. We're gonna try this next week. We're gonna do the planning and the anxiety next week. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so I will see you all later. And if you want to be entered in a possible giveaway, just hit enter me in the comments after the live, not the live comments, but the comments after the live is done. Just put enter me, and like I drew today, and we got Jenny today, so we're gonna try next week too. If she doesn't give me an answer, I'm gonna try to get a hold of her. So I will see you all later. That's all I have for today. So have a great day, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.